The next image I was going to do is the one with that you shot. I think it's a recent one you did with DJ.
Yes. Oh my gosh, love that shoot.
Yeah. So first of all, so what was DJ like? Because we've featured some of his work a few times.
Yeah. So I was actually surprised when I got there. So it's not just one; it's two photographers. So it's Dee and Editor, and they're like a married couple. And they're just so fab. Like I went to their studio and they both walked in. They were like, "Hey," like that energy was just so good. And yeah, we had 3 looks overall for this shoot. And yeah, I knew that I was shooting in underwear for this, and I was like preparing myself because it's not really often that I shoot like those sort of style pictures. And yeah, like they just made me feel really confident, and that's always something that like helps you when you're on set. You know, they were both like just so lovely, and like I was really sort of unsure how it would work having 2 photographers. Like it's not really a typical thing, is it, where you go to shoot and like, oh, we're both going to be shooting you. So I was like, oh right, okay. And yeah, they both just like they were full of beans, full of ideas. And yeah, we decided to do like this cool wet hair look in their studio, and yeah, it was sick.
So how did it work with the 2 shoot? Was it kind of shooting at the same time, or they're jumping in and out?
Yeah, it kind of like they just sort of jumped in and out. Like I would do they both shot like for all 3 looks. They both had like just sort of took it in turns shooting, and yeah, like one of them would just sort of think, oh, like, hey, you did this angle, I might try it this way and things. So they both kind of had their own separate ideas, but it kind of worked together at the same time. It's kind of like they read each other's minds, I suppose. But yeah.
I think that helps them, as a couple as well, and they can they know what each other wants and what they're thinking. So
yeah, definitely.
Would they give like kind of much direction, or was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, it was sort of a bit of both, really. They just sort of said, like, sort of do your own thing. I think a shoot always starts off with more direction coming from the photographer than anything, just so you can kind of get like a vibe of what they sort of want as well. But yeah, I think as you get more into it and you get more sort of on like the same wavelength, you can kind of like bounce off each other and get what everyone's sort of wanting from the shoot. So yeah, we did loads of like crazy angles for some of the other shots. And this one that you're showing us here was like in between. It was like I was like in between these 2 like I don't know what you call them,
the polyboards.
Yeah, those 2 boards, and I didn't really have a lot of room to move, so they were like when you want to do all these poses, but I was like, I'm gonna knock something over, so I'm a bit limited. But yeah, we still ended up getting some cool shots.
Well, yeah, I think it helps. I mean, like the sort of the composition of it, it's just so nice, and I think even if you are feel a bit boxed in, it's so nice. It's just they've cropped it really well.
Yeah.
You mentioned about, say, like the underwear stuff as well. Is that something when you're shooting, do you find you have to kind of like pose in a different way, or like build a bit more confidence or anything like that?
I don't know. It sort of depends what mood I'm in. Yeah, I never used to shoot things like that, especially, I mean, I was only 16 when I signed, so like if my dad caught me in a bikini at 16 doing a photo shoot, I think we would be having some problems. Yeah, like it's just one of them things. You get more into it and you just think like the industry is changing so much as well, and you just think, you know what, like for your Polaroid shots as well, they're typically like in underwear anyway. So yeah, I just think you get more confident, and like the past year I've really been like working on the just like feeling good and like going to the gym and training, like properly training. And so it's nice to just sort of, if you're feeling good about yourself, like why not, show it off if that's what you want to do. And like, yeah, I just think it helps you get some decent shots as well. So yeah, it was good.